हरे कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Thank you very much for joining. Today is a very auspicious day. It is the 150th Avirbhav Tithi, the appearance day of Sri Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura Prabhupada, who is the revered spiritual master of our beloved founder Acharya, Sri Srimad Abhay Charanarvind Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada. Let us begin with our Mangalacharan prayers.
Sorry, once again. Can I introduce you? Or later I can introduce?
It's already a little late, so we'll start, Prabhuji, if that's okay with you.
Okay,
No need for it.
no problem. Yeah.
ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं. वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च. नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिन्निति नामिने. नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे. नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती नामिने. श्रीवार्षभानवी देवी दयिताय कृपाब्धये कृष्ण संबंध विज्ञान दायिने प्रभवे नमः. माधुर्योज्वल प्रेमाढ्य श्रीरूपानुग भक्तिद श्रीगौर करुणा शक्ति विग्रहाय नमोस्तुते. नमस्ते गौरवाणी श्रीमूर्तये दीनतारिणे रूपानुग विरुद्ध अपसिद्धांत ध्वांतहारिणे. नमो गौर किशोराय साक्षाद् वैराग्यमूर्तये विप्रलंभ रसाम्बोधे पादाम्बुजाय ते नमः. नमो भक्ति विनोदाय सच्चिदानंदनामिने गौरशक्ति स्वरूपाय रूपानुगवराय ते. गौराविर्भाव भूमेस्त्वं निर्देष्टा सज्जन प्रिय वैष्णव सार्वभौम श्री जगन्नाथाय ते नमः. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः. पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं. हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते. जयतां सुरतौ पंगोर्मम मंद मतेर्गति मत्सर्वस्व पदाम्भोजौ राधा मदन मोहनौ दिव्यद्वृन्दारण्यकल्पद्रुमाद श्रीमद्रत्नागर सिंहासनस्थौ श्री श्री राधा श्रील गोविंद देवौ प्रेष्ठालिभिः सेव्यमानौ स्मरामि श्रीमन् रास रसारंभी वंशीवट तटस्थित कर्षण वेणु स्वनैर गोपीर गोपीनाथ श्रियेस्तु नः तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वृंदावनेश्वरी राधा कृष्णो वृंदावनेश्वरः जीवने निधने नित्यं राधा कृष्णौ गतिर्मम जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा. So dear devotees of ISKCON Toronto, it is my honor and great joy that all of you are accepting this humble service from a fallen soul like me on the 150th Appearance Day celebration of His Divine Grace, Shri Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada. You are accepting this service of Kirtanam. I am very, very grateful to all of you. Hare Krishna. On the Tirobhav Tithi, or the disappearance day of great Vaishnava Acharyas, we generally sing Jai Anilo Premadhana, which is the Viraha Geet by Srila Narottam Das Thakur Mahasaya. On the appearance day of our Vaishnava Acharyas, we generally sing the Vaishnava Tattva Geet, written by also Srila Narottam Das Thakur Mahasaya, which is E Baro Karuna Karo Vaishnava Gosai. So let us sing in honor of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura Prabhupada, who is the Vaishnava Thakur we are praying to. Srila Narottam Das Thakur has given this very beautiful prayer. Eibaro karuna koro Vaishnava Gosai Patita pavana toma bine ke hanai. He paro karuna koro Vaishnava Gosai Patita pavana toma bine ke hona. যাহার নিকটে গেলে পাপ দূরে যায় এমন দয়াল প্রভু কে বা কোঠ পায় গঙ্গার পরশ হইলে পশ্চাৎ পাবন, দর্শনে পবিত্র করো এই তোমার গুণ। হরি স্থানে অপরাধে তারে হরি নাম, তোমা স্থানে অপরাধে নাহি পরিত্রাণ। তোমার হৃদয়ে সদা গোবিন্দ বিশ্রাম, গোবিন্দ কহে নমরা বৈষ্ণব পরাণ। প্রতি জন্মে করি আশা চরণের ধূলি, নরোত্তমে করো দয়া আপনার বলি। এইবারও করুণা করো বৈষ্ণব গোসাই, পতিতা পাবন তোমা বিনে কেহ না। হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে হরে, হরে রাম 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 হরে হরে। Hare Krishna. So, dear devotees, I would like to read one verse from Sri Bhagavad Gita. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. In Sri Bhagavad Gita, chapter 10, text number 8, the Supreme Personality of Godhead Shri Krishna says, Aham sarvasya prabhavo matah sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvitah. Lord Krishna is saying, I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. Krishna is saying, Aham sarvasya prabhavah matah sarvam pravartate. I am the source of everything. Everything comes from me. The wise who perfectly know this, Buddha, those who know this, iti matva, the wise knowing this, engage in my devotional service and worship me, bhajante mam. How? With all their hearts. Bhava samanvitaha. With bhav, with love, with emotions, they worship me. Those who understand that I am the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Purport by His Divine Grace, Shri Srimad Abhay Charanarvinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada. A learned scholar who has studied the Vedas perfectly and has information from authorities like Lord Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and who knows how to apply these teachings, Jnana Vijnana, can understand that Krishna is the origin of everything in both the material and the spiritual worlds. And because he knows this perfectly, he becomes firmly fixed in the devotional service of the Supreme Lord. Hare Krishna. So we should always begin any spiritual discourse by reading a verse, no matter what the topic is. It may not be a Bhagavatam class, it may not be a Chaitanya Charitamrita or Bhagavad Gita class. The topic may be anything. It may be a Sunday feast. The topic may be how not to waste time or how to manage your time. But we must always begin with a verse from the Shastra. Otherwise, our presentation cannot be authentic. We should always begin with a verse from the Shastra, Srila Prabhupada's translation, Srila Prabhupada's at least a part of the purport that sets the scene. So, what did we learn today from this verse of Sri Bhagavad Gita? That Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Everything comes from Krishna, and the wise who know Krishna worship Krishna with all their hearts. Aham sarvasya prabhavah matah sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvita. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and this is mentioned in all the revealed scriptures. Srimad Bhagavatam also says this. Krishnastu Bhagwan Swayam. Brahma Samhita also says this. Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karana. Krishna is the Supreme Lord, and He is the cause of all causes, and He doesn't have any other cause. Also, Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita also proclaims that Krishna is the Supreme Lord. Ekela Ishvara Krishna Arasabha Bhritya Jai Jaise Nachai Se Taise Kare Nritya. Sarva Avatari Krishna Swayam Bhagavan Tahara Dvitiya Deha Shri Balaram. Jivera Swarupa Haya Krishnera Nityadas Krishnera Tatastha Shakti Bheda Bhed Prakash Radha Purna Shakti Krishna Purna Shakti Man Dui Vastu Bheda Nahi Shastrera Praman. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is mentioned all over the scriptures. Krishna, out of his love for the devotees and out of his love and mercy on all the living entities, appears in this world again and again. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyutthanam adharmasya tadatmanam svrjamyam paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya dushkritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge janma karma cha me divyam evam yo veti tatvatah tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mameti swarjuna. Lord Krishna says these three verses in Bhagavad Gita, that he comes in this world again and again to establish dharma, to destroy the miscreants, and to please and protect his devotees. And anyone who understands this truth about Krishna, the truth of Krishna's birth, the truth of Krishna's Leela, Krishna's activities in this world, such a person never takes birth again in this material world, but attains Krishna, who is the supreme destination. Mahatmanastu mam partha daivim prakriti ashrita. They are under the divine Antaranga Shakti of Krishna, and they always live with Krishna. So Krishna comes again and again in this material world, and from this time, February 29th, 2024 AD, if we go back approximately 5,000 years, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Krishna, appeared on this very planet Earth. And Krishna defeated the miscreants. He protected the devotees like the Pandavas, killed demons like Shishupal, Dantavakra, Kamsa, Duryodhan. And he established the true principles of religion by speaking Sri Bhagavad Gita. And many jivas attained auspiciousness. In fact, everyone on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, the millions of soldiers, they all attained spiritual destinations because of Krishna. And because of Krishna's teachings, because of Krishna's pastimes in this world, and the holy scriptures, like Srimad Bhagavatam, after Krishna's advent, many innumerable jivas attained spiritual destination and all auspiciousness. But with the passage of time, unless the devotees are very careful, yogo nashta parantapa. Sakale neha mahata yogo nashta parantapa. Lord Krishna says that the parampara gets disrupted, gets lost. The pure knowledge gets lost if there are deviations. And Krishna showed the path of spiritual perfection through his instructions in Bhagavad Gita. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja. That Krishna Sharanagati is necessary if we want to attain Krishna. Becoming a devotee of Krishna, thinking of Krishna, worshipping Krishna, serving Krishna is necessary to attain auspiciousness. Man mana bhava mad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mam evashasi. To attain Krishna, we must become a devotee, bhava mad bhakta. But this sublime, pure philosophy and the practice of this philosophy was lost. And Kali Yuga started after Krishna's disappearance from this world, and things only got worse. Out of compassion for all the jivas, Krishna, through Bhagavad Gita, through his own pastimes, through Krishna Leela in Srimad Bhagavatam, he gave the key for all of us to attain the highest spiritual destination, Shri Goloka Vrindavan, where Krishna eternally performs sweet pastimes with his pure devotees. But this key was lost. People did not know how to use this key to open the treasure chest of Krishna Prem. So in this way, the treasure chest of Krishna Prem that Lord Krishna and Srimati Radharani brought with them 5,000 years ago on this earth planet remain locked away. Nobody had access to it. Therefore, the treasure chest that was brought 5,000 years ago, to open it and distribute to everyone without any discrimination, Radha and Krishna again came. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna Nahi Anya, in the form of Shri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. 500 years ago in Bengal, Radha and Krishna appeared. Radha Krishna Pranaya Vikritir Ladini Shakti Rasmat Ekatmanav Abhibhuvipura Deha Bhedam Gatautam Chaitanyakyam Prakatam Adhuna. Chaitanyakyam Prakatam Adhuna. Just 500 years ago. Adhuna means just now. They came. Chaitanyakyam Prakatam Adhuna. Tadvayam cha Aikya Aptam. Radha Bhava Duti Swalitam Naumi Krishna Swarupam. Radha and Krishna came as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Just now. Krishna, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna, Purna Purushottam Bhagavan. But Radha Bhav and Radha Dyuti, with the complexion of Srimati Radharani, golden complexion, and with the Bhav, the mood, emotions, love of Srimati Radharani. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Radharani, because in Bhakti Bhav is everything. Bhavagrahi Janardhan. Here Janardhan accepted Radha Bhav. Radha Bhav Grahi Janardhan is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he came in this world and broke open the treasure chest. Panchatattva broke open the treasure chest of Krishna Prem and distributed it to everyone. Krishna put the lock of Sharanagati. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja. Without Sharanagati, you cannot get Krishna. That was Krishna's condition. First, surrender. But Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu broke that lock of surrender. And patra na dekhi. He did not see who is qualified, who is unqualified. Just gave Krishna Prem. Prema matta nityananda ki bhavatar. Uttama adham kichu na kare vichar. Just gave Krishna Prem indiscriminately. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prem Pradayate. So this is our Gaur-Nitaya. Freely distributed Krishna Prem. It was the golden avatar who inaugurated the golden age of Prem Nam Sankirtan, Harinam Sankirtan, Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtan. This world had never seen Sankirtan before. And Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave Krishna Prem through such a Kevala Ananda Kanda, such a simple, happy process, joyful process of Harinam Sankirtan. The world became a blissful place with Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left this world and left his mission in the able hands of the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan. Krishna Prema, Krishna Bhakti, Seva Pravartan, Lupta Tirtha Uddhara, or Vairagya Shikshan. Gave them the mission that you write books about Krishna Prem, Krishna Bhakti. You establish temples and establish the standards of deity worship. You excavate the lost holy places in Vraj, Lupta Tirtha Uddhar, and you teach the people how a renunciant should live, how a brahmachari, how a vanaprasth, how a sannyasi should live. Vairagya Shikshan. All the six Goswamis were Babajis. They were Vairagis. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission was very nicely established, but only in Vrindavan. And then the followers of Sri Shad Goswamis, Sri Narottam, Sri Shamananda, Sri Srinivas Acharya, they took this message from Vrindavan, got trained in Vrindavan in the Radha Damodara temple. And with the Goswami books, with Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, with Shad Sandarbhas of Srila Jiva Goswami, they went. Vaishnava Toshani commentary, they went to Orissa, Bengal, and firmly established Krishna consciousness in a very bona fide way. And after them, Sri Rasikananda Thakur and other devotees, they continued. Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur continued. Sri Baldev Vidyabhushan continued. But still, it was not pure Vaishnavism. Pure Gaudiya Vaishnavism was not as widespread as it should have been. It was limited to Vrindavan. It was limited to certain parts of Bengal. And then to make things worse, there was invasion of India by the Mughals. The Mughals came and they took over the entire country. They were ruling from the Delhi area. The Badshah, Sultan was ruling, and he had many Nawabs under him, small kings of different provinces. And mostly it was Muslim rule. And then Aurangzeb came and attacked Vrindavan, destroyed temples, destroyed Shastra, killed devotees, committed very heinous atrocities against Vaishnavas and Vaishnavism. And that went on for many decades, atrocities on the Vaishnavas. Vrindavan was reduced to shambles. Temples were broken, deities were broken. Therefore, the principal deities were secretly transferred, where it was still the Hindu rule under the Rajputs of Rajasthan. And in places like Karoli, Jaipur, our Radha Madan Mohan, Radha Govindaji, Radha Gopinath, they were safely kept. And only our tiny little Radharaman remained in Vrindavan. So it was a very bad time. Externally, our Gaudiya Vaishnavism was attacked. Vaishnavism was attacked. Hinduism was attacked. And internally, because of the absence of powerful acharyas, in the absence of transportation and communication as it exists today, Vaishnavism really took a very severe beating. In Vrindavan, of course, there are always pure devotees, but many of the Vaishnavas, especially Gaudiya Vaishnavas, they followed in the footsteps of the six Goswamis of Vrindavan and took the Babaji Bhesh. But external Bhesh is not so important as internal bhav, internal purity, internal mood. So there were many so-called Babajis in Radhakund who wore the Gaudiya Vaishnava tilak, but unfortunately, they fell victims to lust. And there were many Bengali widows who came to take shelter of Radhakund. And many of these Babajis, they were indulging in illicit activities at Radhakund. And the people saw them as Gaudiya Vaishnava Babajis, but they were engaging in illicit affairs. They were smoking bidis. It was a very sorry state of affairs. It brought a lot of ill repute to the pure Gaudiya Vaishnavism, as it was established by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the six Goswamis of Vrindavan, and Prabhu Traya, Narottam, Srinivas, Shamananda. In Bengal, most of the devotees were Grahasthas. I'm telling you the contrast between Vrindavan, Gaudiya Vaishnavas, who were mainly Babajis, and Bengali Gaudiya Vaishnavas in Bengal. who were mostly grahasthas. The grahasthas became complacent in grahastha ashram. They got busy with money and household affairs, and they gave up the deep study of the Shastras. They gave up study of Srimad Bhagavatam. They gave up study of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat, and they gave up study of the Goswami books in Bengal, because most of the Goswami books were in Sanskrit. And these are Bengali householder Gaudiya Vaishnavas. Many of them knew only Bengali. They didn't know Sanskrit, and somehow the study of Shastras was neglected. Please listen carefully. What happens when the study of Shastra is neglected? They were only doing Kirtan in Bengal. They were not studying the Shastra. So what happened to the Bengali Gaudiya Vaishnavas living in Bengal? They also became lackluster. They also lost their potency. They also lost their Bhakti Shakti. Because if we simply do Kirtan and we don't understand the true spirit, the true Siddhanta, the true philosophy of Krishna consciousness, then it just becomes sentimentalism, as Srila Prabhupada said. Religion without philosophy is sentimentalism. And philosophy without religious sentiments is just mental speculation, dry speculation. So both are required. We have to be religious, we have to be sentimental, and we also must be firmly grounded in Tattva Siddhanta philosophy. The two have to be married. Then bhakti can progress on a solid footing. So in Vrindavan, the Goswami books were there, but there was no sadachar. And in Bengal, because the philosophy of Krishna consciousness was lost, people thought only Kirtan, Kirtan, just do Kirtan. Mahaprabhu came to do Kirtan. Mahaprabhu came to give Kirtan. With time, they also became lazy, complacent, and lost their spiritual vigor. Almost 3 centuries passed in this way since the advent of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And overall, the way Mahaprabhu had spread Harinam Sankirtan, Prem Nam Sankirtan, things became very, very gloomy. Despite Mahaprabhu, despite the 6 Goswamis, despite Prabhutraya, despite Goswami literature, if things are not done systematically, if there is no proper infrastructure, if systems are not in place, if things are not systematic, with time, the spiritual movement will deteriorate. There have to be checks and balances in place, even in spiritual life. And things became very, very gloomy. Those who seem to be practicing Gaudiya Vaishnavism were very bad examples in the eyes of the public. A time came when people, if they had to give a negative image of something, if they had to portray a negative image of some things, they would say, hey, don't be like those Gaudiya Vaishnava Babajis. Hey, you're talking like a Gaudiya Vaishnava. If they had to convey something negative, if someone was a hypocrite, someone was a liar, someone was a cheater, they would say, oh, he's behaving like a Vaishnava. So Vaishnavism got a very, very negative name. Muslims came and they told the Hindus, there is too much caste system in your religion. Look at us, Muslims. We have no caste system. Anybody can come to the place of worship, masjid. They were given temptations, they were given threats, and many, many Hindus were converted into Islam. And then the British came. It is important for us to understand the glory of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura Prabhupada. It is necessary to understand the social environment of that time. Otherwise, we cannot appreciate their glory. Then the British came and they had their own agenda. They saw most of India was Hindu and Muslim, but they had their agenda that we have to get our Christian missionaries and spread Christianity We want to make all these brown-skinned Indians into Christians, into British people. They should think like British. They should behave like British. The only way they could do is by attacking the culture, spiritual culture of the country. Because politically, they had already won. The British had already won. Politically, they were in control. But what about the religious beliefs? What about the spiritual practices? They attacked that. Education was free under Varnashram. They made it tuition based. Prasadam distribution was always free. They closed down all the annakshetras and they started putting a price on food. The Muslims and the Christians when they came. So things were very gloomy, my dear friends, in India. And it was at this time when Vaishnavism was completely pushed to the sidelines. Srila Bhakti Thakur appeared in this world. He is Kamala Manjari in Golok Vrindavan. And he's called the Saptam Goswami. What the 6 Goswamis did in Shri Vrindavan Dham, Srila Bhakti Thakur did that same work in Shri Navadvip Dham. He preached, he wrote extensively, especially in the Bengali language, because the Bengali Vaishnavas could not read and understand Sanskrit. So to make it easier for them, the entire Shad Sandarbhas of Srila Jiva Goswami, Srila Bhakti Thakur gave the essence of the Shad Sandarbhas in a simple book called Jaiva Dharma. It was quite amazing. So Srila Bhakti Thakur came and he had a very powerful position in the British government. He was a magistrate. He was a very responsible man. He was very intelligent, very articulate, very clear in his thought, and extremely competent in his work. So much so that the British did not think twice before laying down a railway track to his house just to make it convenient for Srila Bhakti Thakur to come to his office. It is said that Srila Bhakti Thakur is the only human being in the history of this world for whom a railway track was laid down to his house so that he could go to the office. He was so efficient because what the British magistrates could adjudicate in a whole day, Thakur Mahasaya would do it in 30 minutes or less. He was very clear. He would see and he would come to know this person is guilty or not guilty because he had such tremendous bhakti shakti. So Srila Bhakti Thakur wrote books, he traveled, he preached, he earned the respect of people, and he brought back the glory to Gaudiya Vaishnavism. But it was the desire of Srila Bhakti Thakur, being a personal assistant of Sri Rupa Manjari, Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Satchidananda Namine Gaura Shakti Swarupaya Rupa Anuga Varayate. He is the best among the followers of Sri Rupa Goswami. Rupa Anuga Varayate, best. So being the best follower of Sri Rupa Manjari, being the best follower of Sri Rupa Goswami, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, who is Kamala Manjari, wanted to take this message all over the world because Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has said, Prithivite yatyacha nagar adigram sarvatra prachara haibe mora nam. And this is not just figurative, it is factual. That was the conviction of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. And Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur wrote, when will that day come when the British, the Frenchmen, the Australians, the Americans, the Africans, people of all skin colors, people of all faiths will come under the umbrella of Gaudiya Vaishnavism and take shelter under the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Dev by accepting Harinam Sankirtan. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur predicted that people of white skin, people of black skin, people of all faiths, they will learn the Bengali language to read Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita and Sri Chaitanya Bhagavad. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur wrote like this, that I want this message to go everywhere. And in 1896, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur actually sent his book, English book, Lord Chaitanya, his life and precepts, to universities in Canada, ISKCON Toronto, McGill University. They sent also to London, Cambridge University in UK. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur shipped his book, English book, Lord Chaitanya, His Life and Precepts, book about Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In 1896, think about it. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur really wanted Mahaprabhu's message to go everywhere. But the progress was very slow for many reasons. The British looked down upon Indians because they were controlling the country. The communication and transportation was just not efficient, and Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's health was not good, and he had 13 children to look after. He had a wife, he had a government job, and his health was not good. He suffered from frequent attacks of rheumatism. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur helplessly prayed when he was the magistrate in Sri Jagannath Puri Dham. He prayed to Lord Jagannath that, "Oh Jagannath Swami, please help me. Ekaki amar nahi pahubala harinama sankirtane." I don't find myself strong enough to push forward this Harinam Sankirtan movement of yours. Ekaki, all by myself. I cannot do it. Please send me empowered representative from the spiritual world who will help me. I cannot do it alone. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur prayed helplessly. Lord Jagannath appeared in the dream of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur and said, "You pray to my foremost devotee, Shri Bimla Devi." Bimla Devi is a manifestation of Shri Parvati Devi. Pray to Bimla Devi, and she will certainly help you and answer your prayers. So Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur started praying to Bimla Devi, who is a pure Vaishnavi. Aradhananam sarvesham Vishnur aradhana param. Tasmat parataram Devi tadiyanam samarachanam. Started praying. And sure enough, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur and his chaste wife, Shri Bhagavati Devi, they were blessed with a son on this particular day, today. And according to the Gregorian calendar, it was February 6th, 1874, 3:30 p.m. February 6th, 1874, 3:30 p.m. And according to the lunar calendar, it was the 5th day of the Krishna Paksha, Panchami of the Krishna Paksha, in the month of Govinda, according to the Gaudiya Vaishnava calendar, in the holy dham of Sri Jagannath Puri, with two pure devotees as parents, Sri Bhagavati Devi and Sri Bhaktivinoda Thakur Mahasaya as his parents. This transcendental son was born, and he was named by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur Bimla Prasad. Bimla Devi is Parvati Devi. She plays a very important role. Jagannath Prasad. We know that story from Sri Lochan Das Thakur's Chaitanya Mangal, how Parvati Devi got very upset when Narad Muni and Shivaji ate all the Mahaprasad of Lord Narayan. She said, "I want to taste it. And not just I want to taste it. I am the Janani. I am the mother of this world. And I want to give it to all my children." So then Krishna appeared as Jagannath in Jagannath Puri, and Parvati Devi appeared as Bimla Devi. And even today, the bhoga, which is cooked for Lord Jagannath, is offered to Jagannath. And Jagannath's prasad, bhoga becomes prasad when Jagannath accepts it. Jagannath's prasad is taken first to Bimla Devi, right there. And when Bimla Devi accepts it, that Jagannath Prasad becomes Mahaprasad. And then it is distributed to the devotees. So this boy was named Bimla Prasad, and he appeared in Jagannath Puri, fulfilling the prophecy in Sri Padma Puran. There is a statement in Sri Padma Puran, Shri Brahmarudra Sanaka Vaishnava Kshitipavanaha Chatvaraste Kalau Bhavya Utkale Purushottama. In Purushottam Kshetra Utkal, Orissa, in Kali Yuga, Kalao Bhavya, in Kali Yuga in the future, the four Vaishnava Sampradayas, which are purifiers of the earth, Kshiti Pavanaha, purifiers of the earth, they will appear. Shri Brahma Rudra Sanaka Vaishnava. Shri Sampradaya, Brahma Sampradaya, Rudra Sampradaya, Sanat Kumar Sampradaya, Chatush Kumar Sampradaya. And how is this so? Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura Prabhupada, he established the Sampradaya Acharyas, all the four Sampradaya Acharyas, in his Gaudiya Math, Sri Chaitanya Gaudiya Math in Navadvip. So therefore, this verse of Padma Puran is a direct prediction of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur advent in this world. So he appeared, and when he was born with his umbilical cord wrapped around his body exactly like the Yajñopavit, the Brahmin thread. It was draped on his left shoulder like this. It came all the way down. Now, this is not very uncommon. As a doctor, I know cord around the neck is a very, very common condition. Not a very common condition, but it's not a very uncommon condition. It happens. Many kids are born with cord around the neck. We see it so many times. But what was special about Bimla Prasad is this umbilical cord, which was draped around his neck and on his left shoulder, down his torso, left a permanent mark on his body. So throughout his life, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura Prabhupada had a natural mark of Upavit, Brahmin thread. Also, when he was born, he had a very big head compared to the rest of his body, indicating he was a Brahmana, lot of knowledge. So this was our Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura Prabhupada. When he was born, astrologer was called, and he did the horoscope of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura Prabhupada. His horoscope showed that he was a Mahapurush, he was a very great personality who had come here to fulfill a special mission of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And he had the chart of a Jagat Guru. Also, another great learned Pandit came later on, and he looked at Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura Prabhupada and came to the conclusion that Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura Prabhupada had all the symptoms of a Mahapurush. There are 32 symptoms of a Mahapurush, and all these 32 symptoms were there in this young boy, Bimla Prasad. So it is mentioned in the Shastra, Pancha Dirgha, Pancha Sukshma, Sapta Raktaha, Shad Unnataha, Tirisva, Prithu Gambhiro, Vatrimshal Lakshano Mahan. There are 5 large parts in a Mahapurush: the nose, the arms, the chin, the eyes, and the knees. The 5 parts are very fine and delicate. Fine. The skin, fingertips, teeth, hair on the body, and hair on the head. It is fine in a Mahapurush. 7 parts of the body are reddish in color: the eyes, the soles, the palms, the palate, the nails, the upper and lower lips. The 6 parts of the body are raised. That is, the chest is raised, the shoulders are raised, the nails are raised, the nose is raised, the waist is raised, and the mouth is raised. 3 parts of the body of a Mahapurush are small: the neck, the thighs, and the male organ. 3 parts of the body are broad: the waist, the forehead, the chest. And 3 parts of the body are grave, deep: the navel, the voice, and his existence. They are not frivolous. Mahapurush are not frivolous. Hee hee ha ha, joking. No, they are grave. Mahapurush, Gambhira Chitta. And Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura had all these 32 symptoms and signs of a Mahapurush. Bimla Prasad was around 5 months old. So he appeared today in this world. And we know in the month of June, there is Jagannath Rath Yatra. So around 5 months after his birth, there was Jagannath Rath Yatra. At that time, Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur and Sri Bhagavati Devi, they lived very close to the Grand Road, where the Jagannath Rath goes. Usually the Rath Yatra is completed in 1 day, or maximum the next day, goes to the next day, 2 days. But this particular year in Jagannath Puri, 1874, the Rath Yatra, the Jagannath's Rath came and stopped right in front of the house of Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur. We know that Jagannath's Rath moves according to the desire of Lord Jagannath. So when the Rath stopped, they understood that this is the desire of Lord Jagannath. And Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur, who was a very big adhikari, very big executive in the administration of the Jagannath temple, he took it as a very welcome opportunity to serve Lord Jagannath, knowing what is most dear to Lord Jagannath. It is Harinam Sankirtan. So Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur organized 24/7, 24 hours by 7 Kirtan, Harinam Sankirtan, chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Right outside his house, he arranged, brought devotees, he himself participated and made arrangements for 24 hours Kirtan. It went on for 3 days because Jagannath's Rath stayed there for 3 days. On one particular day, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur asked his wife, Sri Bhagavati Devi, that we should use this opportunity. Jagannath's Rath is not moving. It's right in front of our house. This is amazing. Please take Bimla Prasad and let's do his Anna Prashana ceremony. Let him eat the first pieces of grains of his life. Now that Jagannath is right here and it's almost the age to do Anna Prashana, he's 5 months old. So Srimati Bhagavati Devi, she climbed onto the cart of Jagannath. Until recently, devotees were allowed to go on the cart of Jagannath during Rath Yatra. Now, a few years ago, they have stopped it. But previously, they could go. Devotees could go. I know so many devotees who have gone and embraced Jagannath during Rath Yatra. So, Bhagavati Devi, she was the wife of the magistrate, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So, holding Bimla Prasad, 5-month-old boy, she climbed on the Rath of Lord Jagannath and went and straight she placed Bimla Prasad at the lotus feet of Lord Jagannath, so that the child will receive blessings. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur was there also. And just then, one of the garlands of Lord Jagannath fell on Bimla Prasad. And at that moment, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur understood that my prayers have been answered. That ray of Vishnu that I was praying for, that empowered representative that I had been praying for, and Lord Jagannath had appeared in my dream and directed me to Bimla Devi. Now it is clear that that personality is my son, Bimla Prasad. So Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur was very happy to get this divine sign from Lord Jagannath that this is the chosen one. He will help you. And Bimla Prasad, he grew up as a very, very intelligent boy. He was Shrutidhar, which means he would hear something from his teachers just one time and he could retain it. And only a strict brahmachari can be Shrutidhar. When he was in school, Shri Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura, who was known as Bimla Prasad, he started what is called as Chir Kumar Sabha. he collected a group of boys in school and preached to them the importance of bhakti, the significance of our Vedic scriptures, their superiority over the Abrahamic scriptures, and convinced them to be lifelong celibate. Chir means lifelong. Chir Kumar. Kumar means brahmachari. Chir Kumar Sabha. He called it the August Assembly. Assembly of great people. Real greatness is not in earning money. Real greatness is not in drinking protein powder and measuring the circumference of the biceps. Real greatness is in controlling the urge of sex desire. Vacho vegam manasat krodha vegam jivha vegam udarupastha vegam etan vegan yovishahe tadhira sarvam apimam prithivim sashishya. Srila Rupa Goswami gives the criteria who can become a guru, who can make disciples all over the world, who is a Jagat Guru. One who is completely controlled the six urges. Real greatness is in controlling lust. Real greatness is in controlling anger. Real greatness is in controlling greed and envy and pride, and false ego. That is real greatness. Real greatness is in being a serious, sincere devotee of Krishna without any ulterior motives. Because Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Jai Krishna bhaje sei bada chatur. Real intelligent person is one who worships Krishna. Buddha bhava samanvita, we read. Person who worships Krishna is Buddha, he is intelligent. So this Chirukumar Sabha was there and everybody took an oath of celibacy in that August assembly. And only Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura Prabhupada was able to maintain it lifelong. He was a Naishtik Brahmachari. He never gave up his vow of Brahmacharya. This was a very divine quality of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura Prabhupada's quality. That whatever he would say, he would stick to it, come what may. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura Prabhupada was a young boy, maybe toddler, 3-4 years old. And Bimla Prasad, one day, he saw some mangoes in the house. And he ate a mango. Just then, father came, Thakur Mahashay, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur came. And very lovingly, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur corrected his son. He said, oh, Bimla, lovingly he would call him Bimla. Oh, Bimla, you ate the mango. Don't you know, we have to first offer it. We have to offer it to Radha Madhav. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's deities. Ādi Gadādhara Radha Madhav. You should offer it first. We don't eat anything without offering Krishna. And this little toddler, 3 or 4-year-old, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura Prabhupada, who was called Bimla Prasad, he felt such repentance. What have I done? These mangoes were to be enjoyed by Radha Madhav first, and I ate them up. He was just 3 or 4 years old, my dear friends. And he said, as Prayaschitta, never again in my life I will drink or I will eat mango or drink amras. Never in my life I will eat mangoes. Okay, that's a 3 or 4-year-old boy. Boys say so many things. I will do this, I will do that. I will become cricketer, I will cricket player, I will become movie star, I will become the prime minister, I will become the president of the country. Little kids, they say so many things. But Srila Bimla Prasad was not a boy like that. We read he had the symptoms of a Mahapurush. His voice and his whole character was very grave. Whatever he said, he meant it. For the rest of his life, even when he was brought the best of the mangoes by his disciples, Shri Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Ji Maharaj would fold his hands and say, no, I cannot accept the mango. I am aparadhi. I am an offender. Once I ate without offering. Radha Madhav, I am an aparadhi. I will not eat. This is the character of a great person. Whatever they say, they do it. They have gravity in their speech. Shri Bimla Prasad was the seventh child. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur had 13 children. And in the middle, seventh was Shri Bimla Prasad. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur had one more son who, when born, please listen carefully, my dear friends, who, when born, was born with a natural tilak. Haribol. One son of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur was born with a natural tilak, but as he grew up, the tilak disappeared. It was a line on the forehead. They disappeared. Those tilak markings disappeared as he grew up. But when he was born, for a few days he had it. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur writes this. This boy grew up, and till the age of 18, 19, he was okay. But then he started manifesting psychiatric disorder and was really struggling in life. And the doctors could not really diagnose what was wrong with him. He underwent treatment. He was even admitted to the psychiatric ward. In those days, it was very expensive. It was only meant for the Britishers. But Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur used his money, resources to get him hospitalized and got the best British doctors to treat him, Vaidyas to treat him with Ayurvedic medicine. Nothing worked. And his health kept on deteriorating. And imagine for a father to see a 20, 21-year-old son suffer so much, such ill health is very painful. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur went through that. He went through a lot in his life. So he was trying to take care of his son while managing his family affairs, while managing his job, while managing his preaching, while managing his book writing, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Really, it was incredible what Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur did. One day, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur had gone to the court to do his daily duty, and this boy's health really deteriorated. So Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura Prabhupada, Bimla Prasad, he sat next to his brother and started Harinam Sankirtan. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Started Harinam Sankirtan. A messenger was sent to Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur that your son's health is deteriorating. Please come home quickly. Thakur Mahasaya came home and saw that Sri Bimla Prasad was sitting next to his brother, taking care of him and loudly singing Harinam. For hours, Bimla Prasad did Harinam Sankirtan next to his brother who was dying. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur saw in the sky Shri Yamunacharya, Shri Ramanujacharya, and all the acharyas of the Shri Sampradaya. And then looked at his son, and his son who was dying, that tilak that he was born with, which had disappeared, reappeared. And Thakur Mahasaya looked closely, and oh, it was a Shri Vaishnava tilak. Urdhva Pundra, and there was a red line in between representing Srimati Sita Devi. It was a Shri Vaishnava tilak. And suddenly this boy also started chanting Harinam and then left his body right in front of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. And his soul went with Sripad Ramanujacharya and all the Shri Sampradaya Acharyas. And Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur writes, this boy, please listen carefully, this son of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's, in his previous life, was a Shri Vaishnava. As a Shri Vaishnava, he happened to see some Gaudiya Vaishnavas and he criticized them in his previous life. He committed Vaishnava Aparadh against the Gaudiya Vaishnavas. And therefore, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, although he was a very accomplished Shri Vaishnava, he had to take a birth. He had to suffer from some madness, some psychiatric disorder, and suffer as a result. And he's had many, many health problems because of that. He had very severe pneumonia, recurrent pneumonia, and he suffered like anything. He had to suffer. And only after suffering and after taking shelter of a Gaudiya Vaishnava family, and after receiving the mercy of a pure Gaudiya Vaishnava, Vimla Prasad, this man was a Shri Sampradaya Vaishnava in the previous life, but had committed Vaishnava Prada against Gaudiya Sampradaya. His acharyas came, because by hearing Shuddhanam, Thakur Maharaj says, by hearing Bimla Prasad Shuddhanam, this son of mine was delivered. His aparad was purified. Yan nama shruti matrena puman bhavati nirmala. Srimad Bhagavatam says, person becomes nirmal, pure, just by hearing the holy name. And he heard it, and he had already suffered for his aparad. And he became purified, and Sripada Ramanujacharya accepted him back. This was the power of Sri Bimla Prasad. As a young boy, teenager, he was chanting Shuddhanam. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura decided that he wanted to pursue his further studies. So he went to college. He was a very, very accomplished astrologer, and he studied Jyotish Shastra, became a complete authority, an expert in that field, wrote a commentary on the Surya Siddhanta, which reconciled many irreconcilable controversies at that time. And therefore he was given the title Shri Siddhanta Saraswati because of his thesis that he wrote. He was an expert in Sanskrit grammar, both Panini's grammar and also Sri Jiva Goswami's Harinamamrit Vyakaranam. When he was learning Panini grammar, which is the mainstream grammar of Sanskrit, his teacher, Shastriji, he was telling him, you go slow, you are too fast. In 3 days, he learned Chanda Shastra and Sandhi. 3 days. When he started learning as a child. And his guru, his Sanskrit teacher, Shastriji, told him that you need to go slow. You need to go slow. This Panini grammar is not a joke. You have to learn it nicely. Students take typically 12 years to learn it. And if you learn this Vyakaran very nicely, Panini Vyakaran nicely, Sanskrit language, this Panini Vyakaran came from the Damru of Lord Shiva. It is so powerful that just by learning this Panini grammar nicely, a person at the end of life will get mukti, liberation. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura Prabhupada got up, folded his hand and said, Shastriji, today I reject you, I reject your teachings, and I reject your Vyakaran. Because my aim is bhakti, not mukti. If by learning Panini grammar, I am going to get mukti, I reject it. I do not want it. And he left. Similarly, he went to college. He was very expert, but there was some difference with his principal, and there was a debate. And Bimla Prasad defeated, Sri Siddhanta Saraswati defeated his principal of the college in that debate. And therefore he left. Now, he did not wish to enter Grahastha ashram. So he wanted to have some occupation. He got a job as a scribe in the royal palace of the kings of Tripura, where he had to write the glories of the different kings of the Tripura dynasty. But mind you, they were all Vaishnavas. So he was not writing for some mundane people. They were all Vaishnavas. So he did that for a couple of years. Then he came back to Calcutta and did the service of teaching the Vedas, Brahminical job. Around 10 years, Sri Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura worked as a teacher But his heart was not there. His heart was in assisting his father in spreading the mission of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And so Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura Prabhupada gave up his profession as a teacher and joined his father and started studying the scriptures like Srimad Bhagavatam, Sri Chaitanya Charitamrit, Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat under the guidance of his father. He used to read those Shastra and read the commentary of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur on those scriptures also. He helped Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur in proofreading his books. Jaiva Dharma was proofread by Sri Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura Prabhupada. He was such a scholar himself. At the age of 7, Bimla Prasad knew all the 700 verses of Bhagavad Gita. Now one may say, we have our Sunday school. There are kids who know many chapters of Bhagavad Gita also by heart. Bimla Prasad was not like that. He not only knew the verses, he could perfectly explain each and every verse of Bhagavad Gita, give a pravachan on each and every verse of Bhagavad Gita in the authentic Gaudiya Vaishnava Siddhanta. He was like that at the age of 7. At the age of 9, he was helping his father proofread. And now that he had given up his worldly duties, he gave up Jyotish Shastra. It is mentioned that initially Bimla Prasad was very careful. He would go on any journey, go anywhere, do any work based on the muhurta. He would see, is it auspicious? Is it inauspicious? And he would plan accordingly. But sometimes Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur was not like that. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur was a Mahajan. He would just tell Bimla Prasad, Bimla, go do this. And if, according to his calculation, oh, I'm supposed to do this tomorrow, today is not auspicious. But if father has said, he would reject astrology, reject auspicious, inauspicious, and do what his father said. And later on, Sri Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura Prabhupada, he just gave up all this astrology, considering it to be not very useful for devotees. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, when Saraswati Thakur was just a small boy, he found a Kurma Shaligram Shila and gave that to Bimla Prasad to worship. It is mentioned that worshipping a Kurma Shaligram is very auspicious for devotees. A Kurma Shaligram Shila gives a strong foundation to a sadhak, to a devotee in their Krishna consciousness. We know in Srimad Bhagavatam, in the Sagar Manthan Leela, when Mandarachal was sinking in the ocean of milk, the Supreme Lord appeared as Kurmadev and gave support to Mandarachal. And then Mandarachal was floating because of Kurmadev. And then the Manthan could happen. Mandarachal, Mandar mountain could be used as the churning rod because the foundation support was given by Kurmadev. So Kurmadev gives support and strong, stable foundation to our Krishna consciousness. Keshavadhrita Kurma Swarupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare. So anyone who wants steadiness in their Krishna consciousness, we should worship Kurmadev. Now, different incarnations of Krishna enjoy and show different rasa. Kurmadev specifically demonstrates the rasa of Ascharya, wonder. Because it was so wonderful, this huge Mandarachal was sinking. First of all, it had crushed so many demons and demigods. When they were bringing it to Kshirsagar, it fell from their hand and many of them got crushed, killed, hands, legs were crushed. Then Krishna came with Garudji and picked up Mandarachal. We know that story. And then this Mandarachal was so huge a mountain and Kurmadev was gigantic in size. The dimensions are mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam. You can read, it's mind-boggling. Huge. Kurmadev was huge. So Kurmadev represents Ascharya Ras. Wonder. Oh, wow. Wonder. Our acharyas have explained that Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur giving Kurma Shaligram Shila to Bimla Prasad is very significant. Because Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says, Haya Chamatkar. In a verse, he says in Chaitanya Charitamrita that if we understand the nature of the mercy, Kripa of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, we will experience Chamatkar, we'll experience great wonder. Wow, Mahaprabhu's mercy is so wonderful. So, Kurmadev represents the rasa of Ascharya, wonder. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the most wonderful incarnation. Wonderfully merciful, wonderfully munificent, wonderfully magnanimous. Who said this? Srila Gaur Govind Maharaj. Srila Gaur Govind Maharaj would say, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, wonderfully merciful, wonderfully magnanimous, wonderfully munificent. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is like that. Now I will show you one verse. Look at this. Look at this beautiful verse from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Ante Leela, chapter 17, text 16. Petera bhitara hastapada kurmera akar mukhe phena pulakanga netre ashrudhar. This is the Prem Dasha of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the Ante Leela. Petera bhitar hastapad. The hasta and pad, the hands and legs of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu are going petera bhitar. They're going inside his body. And he's becoming what shape? Kurmera akar. You see? Kurmera akar. Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur gave Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura Prabhupada Kurma Shaligram Shila. Initiated him in the Kurma mantra and Kurma seva. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Gaura Kurma. Gaura Kurma. Kurmera akar. Petera bhitara hastapad kurmera akar. Mukhe phena pulakanga netre ashrudhar. Mukhe phena. There was foam in Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mouth. Pulakanga and anga, all his body, the hair was standing on end. Netre ashrudhar. And from his eyes, streams of tears were flowing. This is the Kurma Swarup of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Same chapter later on, a beautiful verse is there, written by Srila Raghunath Das Goswami, which Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami has quoted. Anudghatya dvara trayamurucha bhiti trayamaho vilangyochaya kalingika surabhi madhe nipatitaha tanudyat sankocha kamatha iva Krishnoru virahad virajan gaurango ridaya udayan mamadayati. What a beautiful verse. How wonderful it is. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left his residence without opening the three strongly bolted doors. Then he crossed over three high walls, and later, because of strong feelings of separation from Krishna, Krishnoru virahad, he fell down amidst the cows of the Telanga district. Kalingika Surabhi Madhe Nipatitaha. He fell down among the cows. How? Kamatha iva. He retracted his limbs. Tanudyat sankochat. Sankochat. He withdrew his limbs into his body. Tanudyat sankochat. How? Kamatha iva. As if he is Kurmadev. Kamatha means tortoise. Virajan Gaurango Ridaya Udayan Mamadayati. This Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared in this as Gaura Kurma, Gaura Kurma, Gaura Kurma. Ridaya Udayan. He rises in my heart, Mamadayati, and makes me mad. Srila Raghunath Das Goswami is praying. So beautiful. So this is the significance of Sri Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura Prabhupada worshipping Sri Kurmadev. Highest rasa of bhakti. I'm supposed to stop at 8:30 and I was supposed to leave time for question answers. So the katha will go on in the Bhakti Vaibhav class. But if there are any questions thus far, we can take some questions because only 7 minutes are left. By 8:30, I have to start that class. So, Salil Prabhu. I hand over to you if there are any questions or comments.
Thank you so much, Ādi Gadādhara Prabhuji, for this wonderful talk, very insightful. We learned so many things. Thank you so much again. Dear devotees, if you have any questions, you can feel free to raise your hand and I can unmute you. And we will be answering them. Prabhu, is it okay if they type also? That's fine.
Yes, that's fine. I will read and try to respond.
Somebody is unable to unmute.
If there are no questions, then I would like to recite something also.
Yes.
We have 6 minutes. Okay. So if there are no questions, then I would like to share my screen and show you some things that I wanted to show. So first I want to show you this. Srila Prabhupada dedicated his different books to different personalities. For example, we all know Srila Prabhupada dedicated Shri Bhagavad Gita as it is to Shri Baldev Vidyabhushan. Srila Prabhupada's magnum opus is Srimad Bhagavatam. And Srimad Bhagavatam, English translations with the Bhakti Vedanta purports, Srila Prabhupada dedicated to. Listen carefully. Dedication. This is from the first page of Srimad Bhagavatam. To Srila Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj, my spiritual master, on the 26th annual ceremony of his disappearance day. He lives forever by his divine instructions, and the follower lives with him. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura Prabhupada ki jai. I want to share something more, but before that, I want to say something. My dear friends, we should always address Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura Prabhupada with the honorific title Prabhupada, because this is a controversial topic now, in the sense that some devotees in Gaudiya Math, they are taking umbrage that we don't address Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur as Prabhupada. Because see, Prabhupada is a very special upadhi, very special title of respect given to an acharya who has groundbreaking significance in the history of Vaishnavism. For example, Srila Sanatan Goswami, who established Radha Madan Mohan Temple, wrote books like Hari Bhakti Vilas, Brihad Bhagavatamrit, Krishna Lila Stava, such a dear associate of Mahaprabhu, who trained and guided Srila Rupa Goswami. That Srila Sanatan Goswami is called Prabhupada. Srila Rupa Goswami is called Prabhupada. Srila Jiva Goswami is called Prabhupada, because these acharyas have such immense significance in our sampradaya and in the history of world Vaishnavism. They were the leaders of Vishwa Vaishnav Raj Sabha. So Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada was given very lovingly and respectfully this title Prabhupada. So if we are calling our Prabhupada, we should make sure that we are addressing Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur also as Prabhupada. The flyers we make, the messages we send, when we speak, we should always address Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur as Prabhupada, because he was offered the title Prabhupada, and we see our Prabhupada, our Srila Prabhupada has also written here in his Bhagavatam to Srila Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta Goswami Maharaj. So we should be also very cognizant of this fact that Srila Prabhupada is originally, in the recent times, honorific given to Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. He's Srila Prabhupada. And now the controversy is, can our Prabhupada be called Prabhupada? So it's like, if imagine in ISKCON, there is a devotee and he takes the title Prabhupada. We will not be comfortable with that, isn't it? Someone says, Chirai Prabhu, from tomorrow you call me Prabhupada. What an outrage. What an outrage. No. So Prabhupada is a very specific honorific title given to very, very epoch-creating acharyas in this world who have had a deep, deep impact on the face of this world. But if we, from a point of view of neutrality, consider the facts, our Prabhupada, His Divine Grace, Shri Srimad Abhay Charanarvinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, deserves to be called Srila Prabhupada also, because our Prabhupada's contributions are no less than the contributions of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura Prabhupada. What Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura Prabhupada did in India, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura Prabhupada did that all over the world through Shri Swami Maharaj, who is our Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada established 108 temples, wrote 80 plus volumes of books, traveled around the world 14 times, preaching in places like USA, Mexico, Guyana, Canada, England, all European countries, major countries, went to Africa, went to Middle East, Iran, went to Japan, went to Indonesia, Malaysia, went to Australia, New Zealand. Everywhere Srila Prabhupada went except Antarctica because nobody lived there. There was no need to go there. And he preached and established very soundly Krishna consciousness, just like Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura Prabhupada wanted to. So therefore, our Prabhupada established BBT, distributed so many books, gave so much pleasure to the Guru Parampara. And Srila Prabhupada also had a very, very deep impact on the world history of Vaishnavism. And Srila Prabhupada also, like Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura Prabhupada, our Prabhupada also is mentioned in the Shastra. Papi jadi dharma chhade dure deshe jai, mora senapati jaibe tathaye. Srila Lochandas Thakur has mentioned this. As Mahaprabhu is quoting Mahaprabhu, Mahaprabhu Sri Chaitanya Dev said this, that my Senapati will come and go to those far away countries. Papi jadi dharma chhade dure deshe jai. When leaving their own dharma, people will go on H1B visas and L1 visa and green cards to different faraway countries. Papi jab dharma chhode dure deshe jai. Mora Senapati Bhakta jaibe tatha. My Senapati Bhakta will go there and grab them and give them Krishna consciousness. So our Prabhupada is also Prabhupada, but we should not call Shri Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura Prabhupada as just Bhakti Siddhanta or Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati or Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. No, we should always be careful. Shri Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. That's who he is. He's Prabhupada. And our Prabhupada will be very happy to hear this. And that is the Vaishnava etiquette. So with these words, I will conclude my service to ISKCON Toronto and I take your leave now because I have to jump on another call. Thank you very much, Salil Prabhu, for this opportunity. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Dear devotees, thank you for attending the session. So we can conclude here today. Quick announcement for all our viewers. First, we express our gratitude to Ādi Gadādhara Prabhu for his time and delivering such an insightful talk today. The next virtual program shall be announced soon. This was the second of a series of virtual events, which is conducted by the festival team at ISKCON Toronto. However, we are celebrating the appearance of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura Prabhupada on Sunday, where it will be an in-person feast. The program will be on March 3rd, this upcoming Sunday, and that is followed by the next festivity, which is Shivratri, and that is on March 10th. Shivratri will be celebrated at the Sunday feast the next day on March 11th in the temple. So anyone interested in sponsoring, kindly refer to our website, www.torontokrishna.com for any sponsorship opportunities such as flowers for the deities and special feast sponsorship. So I will just quickly post the link for the website for sponsorship. So we shall meet soon in our Zoom temple for the next virtual program to be announced soon. Thank you again for all of you for joining us today. We look forward to seeing you again. Thank you. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Hare Krishna.